And we're live. Welcome back, everybody. Dipcatcher Radio back again. Another exciting day in Maximus. Another exciting day in Mexico. It's a great day to be alive, like every other day. Sorry, a couple minutes late from the time. Doing some things to be helpful for my wife, which everyone should do. Always find ways to help out those around you. See what's going on in the chat. You got name, Pam, lucky emoji, my favorite point. So like, so what's up, dude? The Valley says, hey, an absolute honor to be on board. Where are we headed, Captain? Where we're going, you won't even know what it is. Alright, so y'all can't wait to be able to do this project. Oh yeah, so we're talking about I put out a tweet today saying that I'd love to train people who are just, know some Python, or even if you're willing to learn Python, how to build, dashboards for Maximus products, or help with adapting for future Maximus products. As you know, everything that I build is on the platform called Anvil. Anvil basically turns you, if you know a little bit of Python, just turns you into like a superpower web developer. So you don't need to know all these like crazy frameworks. You don't need to know all this other like wacky shit that you hear software developers talk about. You literally just know a little bit of Python, and then just learn how to use Anvil, and then you will outperform all these people that think that they're like advanced web developers who really just like waste their time. So yeah, I'm hoping to do that. Maybe in the next couple of weeks we can, start. Maybe what I'll do is I'll type up like a getting started guide, and like if you complete these actions, then we'll like start doing some like more like maybe we'll get on where like maybe everyone hops in a StreamYard and we just like walk through stuff together and everyone does stuff and that stuff. But yeah, I'd really like to kind of expand the number of people who contribute to the Maximus stuff, and people what works for me. CG says nothing. See here, move along. Yeah. CG wants to keep you out so you can get the good deals. I see someone's music loud. Okay, sorry about that. Music is too yeah, the default, I have to remember when I turn on the background music, I have to turn the volume down a little bit from the default. What's up, kings and queens? What's up, Nate? Sorry, guys. Can you repeat everything you said? All right, we're going to do a recap real quick. Welcome back, everybody. Dipcatcher Radio back again. Another exciting day in Maximus, another exciting day in Hexago, and another amazing day to be alive, just like every other day. What's up, chat? What's up, Name? What's up, Will? Fogrider says he wants to help with the projects. Oh, yeah, I'm going to try to teach people Python and Anvil so they can contribute and learn how to build web products. Basically what I said. Question, Diamond Hands is only available after the restaking period starts, right? If we get more of the perpetuals liquid, we have to hodl until the next staking period comes around? Yeah. So it runs on whenever each stake starts is when the Diamond Hands and the team. So team runs on basis schedule, but like base runs on its own, trio runs on its own schedule. So like when the trio stake ends, that's the deadline to lock into the next period. And so if you notice on the dashboard, I've actually disabled people from just going to Diamond Hands, and maybe in a couple weeks we'll like add that back, but with like a big warning that says, hey, like if you're locking in now, you're locking in for however many, the length of the current remaining stake plus the length of the next one. So That's just to make sure people didn't have a bad experience by not, if they didn't quite know the rules, they were just, kind of protecting people from themselves on that. But yeah, if you accumulate more of these pool tokens, just sit on them, sit tight. Tandem Risk says, hello fam, what's up dude? Peppy says, I've been thinking about it for the last 3 months and learning coding in Python. Start today. Here, we'll clip this video. Okay, right now we're going to talk about how to learn Python. So here, let's do it. What's up? Share my screen. Okay. If you want to be able to make stuff ASAP, the best way is to learn some basic Python and use Anvil works to build web apps. This reduces the amount of background knowledge you need, reduces setup time, and takes care of the hard stuff for you. So step 1, learn Python basics on codeacademy.com. So Code Academy, let's see what that is. Let's find the catalog. All you need is Python, baby. See what's on the syllabus. Okay, so if else, yep, you need that. Boolean variables, yep. So that's, you need that. Let's see. Lists, yep. Very important. Just learn that. It's so easy. Loops, need that. Functions, need that. Good practice stuff there. Strings, definitely need that. Modules, you don't really need to know that well. You'll be using modules on Anvil, but you won't really know it. But know a little, like, yeah, you need that. Dictionaries, definitely need that. Files, barely. I read files to read in data from like Etherscan exports, but like very, very, like, rarely use that. Classes, you use them, but you don't even really need to know about it. Anvil automates this whole part away from you. I mean, you can always introduce your own classes, but I can't even. I don't know. Like I've built, I've been building on Anvil for years. I don't even think I've ever written my own Python class. But each like page in Anvil, like you see me when I go like click new form, each new page is a class, and the way you add them to so you use classes, but you actually don't even really need to know what it is. And then, yeah, literally. So like, go through this. Everybody, if you want to learn, start there. So then sign up for an account a free account on Anvil.works. And then on Anvil.works, you go to the tutorials and do this one and complete these tutorials. Come with a list of these. That one. Multi-user. Maybe not. You don't need to get right into that one. This one's a big one. This is like my bread and butter. Yeah, so do everything in there. This is a big time one. I don't need that one. Maybe this one, not as important. As you get more advanced, this one's a good one in general. We don't really use that too much, but sometimes you might. If you're using APIs that have like a API key, that's how you use that. I mean, these ones are good just for like knowing how to. No. We don't need it. Let's reduce the number. I mean, all these are great. Everyone should. Okay, here we go. Then data dashboard and deploy. Yup. Big time. Don't need it. Yeah. If something seems advanced, you skip it. You don't need the advanced stuff. Yeah, so that's how I just get started. So complete these tutorials to learn how to utilize Anvil. Then for practice, any idea you have for an app, prototype it in Anvil. Doesn't matter if it's not even a good idea. Sometimes a lot of my Anvil stuff, like if I have a question that I just want to figure out, I'll just build like an Anvil app to do it. Like if I want to know how many like HSI sticks there were, I'll just do that. Or if I want to know like what is like if 100% of all hex was staked 555 right now, what would the t-share rate be? So things like that. So practice. Got a cover here. Oh, that's cool. All right, let's share this. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna share because a lot of people were asking that. So here, let's stop sharing that. Let's open up a new screen share. Let's go to twitter.com. It applies to everyone. Name ask. Here, I'll just, okay, if you reply to this tweet, all right. This epic. I've always been curious how you can learn if you're interested. Thank you. Yeah, it's easier than you think. It's very easy. Very, very easy. When is mid phase for the perpetuals? Well, ask Golkey. The first mid phase already ended. Base, there's a new mid phase in a year. Trio has a new mid phase in 3 years. Lucky has a new mid phase in 7 years. Dusty has a new mid phase in 10 years. But maybe in the meantime, we may have some other exciting things to participate in. So stay tuned. Sorry for yesterday. I found some clips and tweeted that maybe I should stream and share my value. I never used Twitter. I signed up because of you, but wish they would have mentioned the project more. They're short and sweet. Yeah. I mean, you know, all the people that matter are the ones here in this chat and the ones that are like, you know, like I don't even care if people talk about it. Like they're only disservicing their own audience. And who cares? They don't owe me anything. It's not like we asked them. They haven't asked anyone for anything. I did ask Hexo if I could just on the last day of stream. I was like, "Yo, man, can I come on your show?" And he's like, "Dude, I would totally have you on of all people, but I've already told so many other people that they can't talk about things they're launching. That just to be fair." But he said he'd be happy to come on my stream sometime. So I did that on the last day, like at 2 a.m. I DM'd Hexo. I'm like, "Yo, dude, can I hop on tomorrow?" And he had to say no, but he's gonna hop on our show. But he talked about it afterwards. He did a whole stream about it, like that was in the thumbnail was the images of our stakes. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. You definitely need more credit and shared. You and Good Key deserve more attention. Yeah, man, thank you. Gold Key says, "Oh man, I missed the mid phase. Can I buy them somewhere?" Yes, you can. Go to Dex Screener and just search. Let's do the base one. X base, right there. Then you can just click trade on it. Let's see what whoever set these pairs up did it backwards, and you have to invert, and then ooh, look at that! Yesterday. Wow, I hadn't even looked at these charts. Who knows that? Someone had bought into base and pushed the price up to 3.7%. It has since restored. Wow, look at that. So then you just click trade on Uniswap. Like that, and it's right there. So that is base. Is it already on the watch list? Yeah, that's the main one. Let's look at Trio. X Trio. This is the big one, liquidity pool. Yeah, this is it. Ooh, what's going on here? If it's 0.985 Trio, that means the Trio is at a slight premium. Look at that. Amazing, you guys. Looks like this pool just started. When was this pool started? First trade was on the 27th, so yesterday. So it's just on our watch list. Got the Trio Hex. And you trade that one. Let's look at Lucky. My darling Lucky. Look at the Hex Lucky one with the largest liquidity. Wow, Lucky Desi has 71,000 liquidity. Wow. Lucky up 3.8% versus the underlying Hex. Let's go, Lucky. Let's go, Lucky. So let's see the price in hex. There we go. Lucky. Coming out strong right out the gate. Let's go, Lucky. Make sure that's on our main list. All right, and then let's see the Desi hex chart. Oh my God. Desi commanding a strong lead, a 7% premium. Unbelievable, you guys. I mean, totally believable. What are we talking about? Like, everyone expected this. Wow. Let's go, Desi. All right, let's look at those sub ones. So let's see if there's any base pairs. Ooh, we got Desi base right there. And some more hex base. Hex base. Ooh, base trio. With freaking baby boy liquidity. Whatever, we'll add that one. I guess it is kind of active. For some reason it's not showing as being very active, but let's see if we invert this. So one trio is worth 1.01 base. Wow. Add that to the watch list. What else? Let's get the base Desi one. $69,000 liquidity. Let's go, Desi. Let's go, base. Let's go, trio. Let's go, Lucky. Let's go, Desi. All right, what other tokens do we need? Lucky. We add Lucky. Lucky Desi, I think we already have. Oh, Lucky Trio. Let's see if that's on our watch list. Oh, it's already on the watch list. So one Lucky is worth a little bit more than one trio. Let's see what the Desi pairs are. Is there a Lucky Desi? Yeah, we already got that one on our watch list. And then I think there's a Desi base we added at it. Desi Acosta, Hex Desi. Did we already? Yeah, we got those. Just go to our watch list now. Sweet. I clipped his mention about it too. Can you go over how you incorporate Web3 stuff in your Anvil apps like MetaMask and getting account data? Sure. So, first way to do it, you have to add, so there's this thing called native libraries. And what you do is you just get so in this we use the ethers.js library and the web3.js libraries. So you basically just copy these two things, into this thing called native libraries. So say we wanted to add this to our this new portfolio app. So we just go to native libraries. Then you just paste these in. You get these on the website. Like, you just search something like ethers.js CDN, and then right here, just right there. Just hit that, and then you do the same thing. So Web3.js again, and then so then you just, so yeah, right here. Yeah, So you just copy that into your DApp right there. And then that lets you now use these with Anvil. So you don't even need to know JavaScript. These are all JavaScript libraries. What's awesome about Anvil, here, let's make a little form here. Let's say, we're gonna call this one connect wallet. What's awesome about Anvil is that the big innovation behind Anvil is that the guys who built it, they also built this thing called Sculpt, which is a JavaScript implementation of Python. So you, as a developer on Anvil, you're writing Python, but all this Python actually gets compiled into JavaScript when you deploy your app. So like you're writing Python, but the web browser is just running vanilla JavaScript. And so what's awesome about that is that it lets you do things. So here, this is how we do it. First you import Anvil. Let's see, so you import this library called Anvil.js. Ignore that. And then now you try to import these so those things that we just did. So from Anvil.js.window, we imported these native libraries we just did. So ethers, and then this one's called Ethereum. So you just import them into your DApp. And then so here what I do is because it throws an error if you're on just like normal Safari or something where you don't have MetaMask plugged in, then it'll throw an error. And so this try except thing, like it tries to do this. So it tries to import the ethers and the Ethereum libraries. And if it does, it marks it as true. But if it fails, so if it throws an error, then it does a pop-up here that says this DApp can be used with a browser with MetaMask wallet enabled. So that's how I import that's how I import everything. And then when we want to connect the page, here's this little set of code that I use where, so like on load, it'll do this. So it attempts to build the provider. So it says you run it anvil.js.awaitpromise ethers.providers.web3. So this is basically like when you look at this on so like just type in like ethers.providers.web3. So like this example is in JavaScript, but the literally magic behind Anvil is that you can just write this, it like converts that JavaScript into Python. And so you do anvil.javascript.awaitpromise, and then you just write in Python, so ethers.providers.web3 provider Ethereum. So like anything you would be writing in JavaScript, like what is shown here on the default one, see ethers.providers.web3 provider. You simply just write it in Python. It's crazy that it just works like this. So like you don't need to learn JavaScript. So most people, when they do DApp development, they're doing it in JavaScript. And JavaScript is just hard. I mean, like when you look up Python versus JavaScript, let's just look to see what like some type of comparison. It lets you just see the difference. Python easier. I mean, like, let's see this. Let's find a good example of this show. I mean, just in general. I mean, here I'll have to look harder for an example, but like just in general, JavaScript is much harder than Python. Like the whole premise of Python is that it's easy to read and write, whereas JavaScript, it's like kind of just it's like kind of been just like tacked on to the web browsers. So like JavaScript is really powerful, but Python is easier to get started with, and so being able to do all this stuff in Python is just awesome. And so what it's doing is it gets the provider. The provider is like your MetaMask browser. So, and then it gets the signer. So this provider value, that's basically your MetaMask. Like in this case, like MetaMask is the provider because it's like providing access to the blockchain. So you get your provider, and then you get your signer. So signer is like the part of, like, when you go to click approve on a transaction in MetaMask, it's your signer that you're like, it's like the signer is the thing that like lets your MetaMask sign transactions. And then it gets your address, self.signer.getAddress. Let's see. Okay, so this one I have a thing called Web3 interface. So yeah, that's basically how I do it. So then I there's like another. And then here's where I like just connect the contracts. So yeah, so literally just kind of, let's just see what happens when we click around. I'll probably throw an error, but okay. Like that one. Okay, let's make this the starting page. Yeah, see how, okay, you can't see this, but MetaMask window just popped up. And then connecting. And then here, let's do print self.address so you can believe me that the MetaMask window just popped up. Yeah, right there. So it didn't even ask me again because it's already connected. So, so yeah, that's how you do it. Literally just like a couple lines of code. So you add the ethers.js and the web3.js libraries to native libraries, and then you just connect with it. You just use them per their documents, and then you get the signer, and then you can get the address, and then from there it's just like to connect to the contract. You have to pass in what's called the ABI. You get the ABI from Etherscan and the contract address, and then you just make a variable. It's like self.maxicontract equals ethers.contract, and you pass in the address, the ABI, and then the provider, meaning your MetaMask instance, and you're off to the races. So, and then with that maxi contract, you do things like here on the mint page. So like when someone does, so like to get the data. So like on this, since like the perpetuals, like, you know, is the same interface for all the different perpetuals. To get the symbol, you just run the self.maxicontract.symbol, and that .symbol or .balance of or .get or contract.getHexDay or get minting phase end day, all those functions are these same functions that you can just pull up. So here, let's look up Etherscan right here, and then let's go to the base contract. So in here, let's just search base, the address. So all those functions that we're calling, they're just all like right here. So like when we did, to get the minting phase end day, we do self.maxicontract.get minting phase end day .toNumber, because it passes in something that's not a number. But so get, where is it? Or get here. Let's do. Okay, so this is an old version. So this isn't actually the one. This is the new contract. But like get hex day, like it's calling this function get hex day. So we're like dot balance of, and it passes in the address. It's like doing the same thing as like if you were to just come here and keep balance of and pass in your own address. So like by connecting to the contract like this, it's literally the same way that Etherscan is connecting to the contract. So everything you can do in Etherscan, like all these functions, they're just in Etherscan. Like, read are ones that are just reading information. Write is when you're actually doing stuff. So like pledge hex, that's when you mint. Stake hex, that's what kicks off the stake. And stake hex, all that. So like those ones, like all these functions you can just use inside the DApp. So like when you click a button to click mint base, it's actually calling this pledge hex function. So that's all it takes. Pretty cool. Peppy says, you're very humble. Definitely this is a team I want to be a part of. Thank you, Peppy. It really means a lot. So happy you're with us. 7777. Woohoo, let's go. Can you talk some on team staking? Thanks. Yeah, so let's look at let's just go to the team. So right now, team staking. So right now there is, why don't we just do this? Let's pull in the, so let's see how many teamers have been staked. So let's do def get team staking data. So now let's grab the team address, team ABI, W3, and then team contract. We'll just paste this from our prior one. So if we want to get, so data equals that. So data, so global team, so total, let's say total team stake. Total stake team equals team contract dot global amount staked dot call. Then we're going to divide that by the number of decimals, so 10 times 10 to the 8. Yeah, and then if we want to say the total liquid team equals team contract dot total supply. That's like the total amount of liquid, because it's burnt and then reminted as the staking ends, over 10 times 10 to the 8 for the decimals. And then let's say data so let's do this. So data staked, so staked team by period equals, take this on a list. So the first one is going to be, let's do team contract dot come up here and find what the contract is. So we want to look at global staked team per period, global staked team per period, global staked team per period and then what period. So this first one we're going to do period 1, and the next one we're going to do period 3. Dot call over 10 to 8. Okay, let's copy this one over. So 3. See if I do the capitalization right. Yep, stake team per period. And then now we can do turn data. Decorate this as callable, meaning we can call it from our thing. And so if we go to portfolio, why don't we just add that to a let's add a whole new section down here called just global stats. Let's drop this in. We'll say global stats. Let's bold that. Let's center it. And then here, let's make a little data grid where we are going to say, what were the names of those things that we just did? Total stake team. Here, let's just copy this so we can see it. Sometimes I just like put my code in, like if I'm building something, I just put my code in there as reference, and then I'll remove it. So this one is called total staked team. So this is going to be staked team, and then total liquid team. So liquid team, total liquid team, and then this one here, we're going to call this one staked. So then staked team per period, and then what was that? Staked team by period. Okay, and then now we'll do this on the start. So team stake data equals anvil.server.call team staking data, and then we're going to do self.repeating panel 1. Maybe it's repeating panel 2 now. Panel 2 dot items equals stake data, and then let's see. Okay. What is... Okay, let's print the stake data. Because I wonder why that's not... Maybe we did it to the wrong one. Let's see. That's self-repeating panel 2. Okay, let's hide this. Oh, did we not return it? We returned the data. So here, let's print the data. Let's just make sure we're getting it right. Get team staking data. Oh, duh. Wrong one. Let's move this out of here. Contract object has no global amount staked. global amount staked. It should. Oh, dot functions. Guys, we're stupid. Look how stupid we are. Functions. Look how dumb we are. So dumb. You ever met someone so dumb? See, that's what's awesome about. Okay, there we go. So, why didn't we show the data there? Let's take a look. So let's hide that one. Okay, I know why. Because this needs to be in a list. Duh. Okay, that's... So right now we have 71 million staked team. We have 116 million liquid team, where a lot of that is the mystery box, because the mystery box couldn't have staked in the first year. And then, so this comes out to about 70% of the total team. So in the first staking period, 71.387 million. And then we already have 4.5 million people staked committing to the next staking year. They're not even earning anything during the first staking year. They're committing into the second one. So kudos to those people. We do add a warning to let people know that they missed the deadline for the first year. But yeah, that's where the stake team is. So yeah, I mean, so team stakers, they earn half of the bigger pays better bonus from whichever perpetual pool ends during the year that they're staked. So this first year is going to be the smallest earnings year ever, because only the base stake is at least from the current known income sources, the base stake, 100 million, it didn't max out the bigger pays better. It got about 2/3 of the way there. So this first year will probably be the lowest team stake year ever. And yeah, so when you stake your team, the coins are burnt, and when you unstake your team, the coins are reminted back into your possession. And so these people, they can choose to early end stake if they want, and then all you'll pay is a 3.69% penalty, where that 3.69% percent that you are penalized is simply just permanently burnt, and the total team supply just goes down over time. So that's kind of how it works. Wow. Hello, DC the Handsome Dev. Let's get this party going. That's right. Is not an API available? Is it easy to web scrape with Python Anvil? Yeah. So yeah, there's all types of web scraping libraries that people use. I don't usually do too much like web scraping, just 'cause it's like a big pain in the ass, and like they change one thing on their site, it just like wrecks your whole thing. So I mainly just like look for an API that I can use for whatever I need, and then and yeah. Thank you, Mr. Catcher says mix. Can you publish in that Notion thing all the Web3 code you're using now? Yeah, what I'll do is I'll just add Anvil clone links. So Anvil's awesome, where you can just clone projects. It's pretty awesome. Oh, that Maxi's on fire today. Let's see. Let's look at the price chart. Dear God. Holy shit. Huh. See, Maxi, like, what a bullish looking chart. Like, last leg down of like the great hexagon bull market, or like the great hexagon bear market. Then we just like are inching up, just like boom, big wave of buyers, boom, like meanwhile all kinds of hex sell pressure, and then finally the sell pressure kind of caved. I mean, hex really went down, and then boom, like where we're making higher lows every time. Hex isn't making higher lows. Triple bottom, higher lows. Here, let's get rid of all these. Let's tweet that out. Let's get some bullishness. So what color should we make these? Like a bright green, yeah. Okay. Triple bottom, higher lows. Let's tweet that out. Save image. Maxi USD painting an awesome triple bottom higher lows. Painting an awesome triple bottom higher lows pattern. I remember the first time I spoke to Alex on a Twitter space, he remarked, "The Maxi chart tells where Hex wants to go." I instantly knew. I instantly recognized that he knows what's going on. He understands what's going on. Amazing price action today. Wow. Let's look at the Hex one. The Hex one just blows me away. Just like creeping up. Literally, it can't be stopped. Who can stop this? Like literally, it's like the same pattern, but even more aggressive. I tweeted something like this where I showed like that this was some type of fractal, but it's even more aggressive. I mean, look at that. We have, oh, okay, here, let's hide all these Bollinger Bands. So like, if we just like draw the angle at these right there versus like, look at that regression channel, like even more bullish. You know, maybe it's just because like there's kind of like a natural growth of Maxi due to its like earning more and more every day. But now that the supply was reduced, it just like has even more or like less resistance to the upside. You know, but maybe it can always retrace. I mean, look at that. Like this one had a pretty aggressive, like, I mean, if you only looked at like the first couple of periods, you know, but if we kind of just look at the global regression channel, look at that. So basically any time that it's in the red, again, this channel does change over time, you know, but what you can do is just like, paint, you know, do something like even if it's like halfway, you can do extend lines. I guess it doesn't, you know, you kind of have to like, I guess you can just look at like the all-time to date. Because like right here, I don't know, it's hard to even do TA on something that just goes up. So don't even overthink this. Erase all that and just buy on a red day. That's what you don't even need to overthink it. Or karma code, says Sarah Young. Sandy Beach with the Sandy Beach emoji. Hello, DC and everyone. Hello, Sandy. So did you use Anvil to deploy these contracts or Cinderfoot? No, so I use Remix to deploy the contracts. If you want to see how that is done, watch this video. Then this one. So, like, look, this is how I did it. So Remix is like an IDE for building contracts, and then you just deploy it all here. It was so funny that stream. Like, literally, I had to deploy it in this exact order on all 3 chains. There was like a whole sequence of, let's see if somewhere on here I can see the list. Yeah, right here. So when I was deploying, there's like a whole list of things. I had to do them in the exact same order across all 3 chains because we deployed the EPIW, ETH, and Ethereum mainnet. And in order to get the contract addresses to match up for everything, I literally had to painstakingly deploy them in this exact order, which now I know that I could have written a script to just do it all. I didn't really have a way to test that script without like actually doing it. So I didn't write a script. I just literally manually deployed all these, and I had to do the same exact order, and it took like an hour and a half, but we were able to do it. So that was pretty cool. But no, I use Remix to do all that. So here, check out this video if you want to see some live deployment. Someone tagged Ben. I just added it in the chat. Good to see you. Thanks. Have to run. I'll have to watch replay. Has anyone early unstaked? Let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. How can we export this? One way we can look here. Here's how we can do it. Let's go to our team dashboard where we pull events. Let's see. Good question. So let's do. Let's just add it here. We can do it like this. We already got the team data. So here, let's do events equals team contract.events. What is the early end stake? Dot create filter, dot get all entries. And then here, actually, let's break this out so we can do some like, we're gonna have to pad the data. So def get early end stakes. So again, let's copy this stuff into our thing. Okay. So now let's just do for E in events. Let's just see what we're working with here. So print E. So if we run that, and then down here we can Okay, so now what we can do is we can say, just right here, in our little terminal thing. Let's see what's going on. Okay, this is something that's amazing about Anvil is that it's all on the web. Like, it has this nice little console. You write your code there. You can look at your app here. You can design it, drag and drop. It's amazing. Attribute dict. Let's see where that one ends. Okay, so that's what we're working with here. So let's just okay, so this is all the information that we got from that. So what do we want to look at? We want to look at probably the amount and the address. So for E in events, we're going to say, here, let's do this. We're going to save this in a data table just to make it easy to load later. And rename, this can be early and stakes. Let's do this. We're going to make it so that in our data tables, we can just add auto create missing column. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We do, but I'm not going to do it. So if we want to do, let's just save like, we can get all this information from a transaction hash. So I guess all we need is going to say for E in event. Let's see how we did it here. E args. Okay, so args. Okay, so args is going to be staker. Okay, so E args staker amount staking period. Okay, so we're going to do staker amount and stake ID. Yeah, we'll save it all. We'll save it all. So, So here, let's just make a event data equals that. So event data of, so let's call it, we're gonna do staker equals args staker. Copy this for, okay, what else do we want to do? Amount, staking period, and stake ID. So amount, args amount, staking period, and then stake ID, stake ID. Okay. Event data block number equals I think that's, is this in another attribute dict? No? Okay, so block number. We know the contract address, we know that. Let's just get the transaction hash. So event data transaction hash equals transaction hash. Okay. And then now let us try this. Let's see. So amount, let's make this an integer. No, we'll make it a float of args amount over 10 to the 8. And then those are numbers, so that should be good. Okay, so now we're going to do app tables dot early in stakes dot add row, and we're going to do star event data, and then see if this works, you guys. Come on, big money, no errors. Doesn't look okay. Errors. Cannot serialize arguments in a function. Okay. So there's a hex bytes thing. So let's see. Probably like a 2-string. I think, I don't know. I really don't know here. No. So convert hex bytes to string Python. Oh my god, hb.hex. .hex. Look at that. Let's see if that works. .hex. What a perfect thing. See if it works. Come on, big money, no whammies. Yep, that's a good sign. Let's look at our data table. Let's hit refresh. Boom, look at that. Staker, amount's a number, staking period's a number, that's a number, block number's a number. Perfect, you guys. Perfect. Literally perfect. Amazing. So now, what we can do is, oh my god. So let's do anvil.server.background task, and from block, let's get latest block equals app tables dot early end stakes dot search. Let's get the last one in this one. -1. We're gonna do +1. Unblock. Latest block. And now we can turn, let's see if this works now, if there's an error there. Live object proxy and int. Oh, duh. Dot search -1 block number. Okay, so in the meantime, while that's running, let's add a thing down here that says early end stakers. Looks like that just works, so let's see if we had any repeats in here. 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 7, 6, 2. Okay, that's cool. So what we can do now is we can actually turn that into a repeating task so that maybe every hour, we don't need it to be that like urgent. Maybe every 15 minutes or so, we will run get early end stakes. So just like that, we have something that's going to be searching for early end stakes every 15 minutes. But now let's display the early end stakes. So here's what's awesome. Since we stored it in a data table like that, look at this. Look how easy it is to do this. So now we're at another one of these, make it an elevated card. Let's drag on another data table, and then let's do remove column, remove column, remove column, add columns from data table, early end stakes. Add columns, early end stakes. Why is it not working? Okay, let's do this. Oh my God, no. I think we just need to like refresh the page or something, or maybe let's make this data table visible from the form. And then let's just refresh. Sometimes it has to get. Okay. View app schema. Yeah, this one. There we go. So let's remove all these other ones. So now I have staker, amount, staking period, stake ID, block number, and transaction hash. Let's get rid of transaction hash. We don't really need that one. That's going to be just gobbledygook. That's mainly for future reference. And we could probably get rid of stake. No. We'll just leave it. So then now all you do is you just say self.repeating panel 3.items equals app tables dot early end stakes dot search. So all that to say is that we do have early end stakers. The addresses are blocking it, so why don't we make it a little bit more visible here by doing something like let's do this, and we're going to say self.link address, and we're going to say self.link address dot text equals dot format self.item address staker, the first 4 digits, and then self.item staker, the last 4. Okay, and then we're going to say self.link address.url equals let's find an Etherscan. Yes. Etherscan.io. Let's see. And then .format. Self.item staker. Okay. That should make it a little more readable. Let's see if that worked. So all that to say that yes, people have early end staked. Looks like it's not anyone that had staked had like extended into period 2 or staked into period 2, so that's a good sign. But yeah, we have. So what's 3.69? So if you just divide by 100 and then times 3, so maybe just round up to 4. So about 2,000 team burnt there, 3.69 team burnt here, 36 team burnt here, but almost 100 team burnt here. What's the biggest one? 2,100 team burnt right here. So the team supply is going down. It's incredible. So yes, to answer Golkey's question, has anyone early end staked? The answer is yes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this person did it twice. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not me. No. So I staked team for 2 years. Do I need to do something after the first year? How does the diamond hand work? So you can claim your rewards after year 1, but you don't have to do anything. Now that you locked in for next year, you don't have to do anything. You can claim the rewards whenever. How does diamond hand work? So on base, trio, lucky, and desi, you can do a similar staking thing that you did for team, and you can earn rewards there. So if you missed the deadline for this first round. So if you miss that deadline, then you can lock in for next time. You actually can't on the website now. I took it down to kind of protect people from themselves, but at any time during the current stake cycle for each pool, you can lock into the next one. So as long as you lock in before the next stake cycle starts. Crypto Gains says, what's up? How many days is there between each end stakes for each perpetual? 7 days for base and trio, 14 days for lucky and desi. Perpetuals to unstake, length, and team every year. You have to restake for 1 IO. Yep, exactly. Sad for us to come. Thank you, Golkey. Just working with my customers here and trying to listen in at the same time. Have to do replay watch for sure, but I'm interested. Oh yeah, definitely pay attention to your work. So I guess while we're at it, might show you what I'm working on here. So when we go to so this dashboard that I'm working on, is the is your portfolio viewer dashboard. So let's look at the Hedron deployers account. So if you just copy the address, you come to here, you can search it. Yikes. Only accepts checksum. Oh. So let's grab it from. So we're going to fix that error in a second, but just in the meantime, add 3 pi to checksum. Okay, so look right here. So this is the portfolio of the Hedron deployer. So that's pretty cool. And what's also cool is that here, I'm gonna try to run this again and see if what I just did worked. So let's just hit restart here. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, so what's cool about this is that when we just go up here, so here's the dash, the like temporary dashboard link. We'll make it on a better link. So when you search it, so then what you could do if you want to like track this later, you can just like save this URL, maybe add it to your homepage or something, or your favorites. So like you do something like add it to your bookmarks. So yeah, so it's kind of cool. We've done a lot here just in a short while. Pulse chain hex crypto phex ehex blockchain node says, will the mystery box for team stakers potentially include goodies from the PRC side as well? You tell me. How about the team stakers send goodies to the mystery box? No expectations. Adon Sensitive Catcher, thanks you for making this awesome perpetual system legend. How are people end staking when it just started paper hands? So they have to wait till the next minting phase, right? Yeah, pretty much. Or the next stake phase. Great work, Dip. Thanks. Keenly learning Python in the background. Would be great to see yield earn its own column. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll try to add that. Hey, Dipcatcher, how did Diamond Hands play out on the forks, in your opinion? I didn't even look, to be honest. Also, how does it hold up with multiple address? Funny you'd ask. Let's get another address. Let's get the mystery box. So here's the mystery box. Let's just go to that one. Currently, it's got 2 different tokens, Maximus and Team. No transactions. Hasn't done anything except for receive and just be deployed. So we just copy this. A couple ways to do that. One, we just add a comma to the URL. Let's see if this works before I speak too soon. So between the Hedron deployer and the mystery box, they have 99 million liquid team and $61 million maxi. So yeah, you can look, you can search multiple addresses. Great question. Pretty slick. That's right. See what's going on Twitter. Tell us this. Thank you. Actually, great community. Lots of excitement, even a bear market. I'm a big fan of winning. Just learned a couple of lessons early of what not to do. Got my money off Voyager just in time. Just thankful I found Hex and watched the interview with Chart when I did. It's a good time to be involved. That's right. Okay, this is a scammer. I'm a data set. Wow, look at that. Let's connect them to our link. Anvil will turn you into a serious. Turn you will then further amplify your skills. How can we say this? That's awesome. You are the perfect user for Anvil. Check out these tutorials here. Damn, look at all these people that are interested. It's been a while, but I'd love to get back in Python JavaScript. Having a team around me works maybe go somewhere. Yes. It's so easy to get back into it. When using Anvil. All the pain in the ass. Things that probably made it easy to stop are simply not in. Simply not required and using Anvil. These out. Here, big Anvil shill, you guys. What was the link for the temp dashboard? So this one is maximus-portfolio.anvil.app. People should just keep Anvil at. Just promote Anvil while we're at it, because I love Anvil so much. Like, I truly love Anvil. I loved Anvil before Hex. I got into Anvil in January of 2019. Hex came out in December of 2019. So I've been an Anvil maximalist for longer than I've been a Hex maximalist, believe it or not. Nice. Nice. I've learned a lot of HTML by building with Python on Anvil.works. You don't have to use HTML at all, but if you need to customize something or use an existing bit of HTML code in your Python app, you can simply just cut it. It's mobile. Start here. Start with these resources. Okay. Hold. Start here. Oh. You definitely should. It's a lot of fun and you can make awesome stuff. Never too late. Yeah, you can definitely watch. Not yet. If you're interested, start with these resources and send links to your tutorial projects. Start with this. Say something slightly different so that Twitter doesn't like ban you. Oh, awesome. Anvil will give you superpowers. That would be tutorial in this doc. Tiago says, I'm learning JavaScript. I don't know if I should keep learning or switch to Python. I'm making me, I have an tech course. I don't know. I would say start Python. You don't always learn JavaScript, and like by learning, by using Anvil, you end up learning a ton of JavaScript. And then, that's how it was. And then Anvil rolled out something that actually drastically limited the amount of JavaScript you actually have to use. JavaScript is good to know, but I mean, Python plus Anvil, it's like you're unstoppable, truly. So I prefer Python by far. Learning JavaScript also working with XRPL. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, I mean, it's all good knowledge. Any practice is good practice. Because if you know JavaScript, it'll make learning Python a little easier. Oh God, Hex Bears is trending on Twitter. Oh, it's a NFT thing. It's funny. And now we are working on data visualization dashboards for Maximus team and the perpetuals. No machine learning things on my radar now, but maybe you have some ideas for what we can utilize that for. Oh, perfect. Almighty Hex again. I met him in Vegas. Awesome guy. He's only like 21. I just started a free code camp, get a grass coding, and started with HTML. Perfect. Yeah, learning anything is a good start. It will make the next language even easier. To build smart contracts, you use Solidity, which is a lot like JavaScript. So learning HTML is a good first step for that, because when learning HTML, you will also be doing the learning. Yes. This is awesome. It's awesome how many people are XRP Ledger. Oh, how's that going? How many people work there? This guy's a legend. I've met him in person, and he's like 6'6". The guy who built Anvil. He's awesome. He's serious legend. Buying a fiat on ramp, you inherit 1 million plus users. Building when you start at 0, and you won't get anyone but Hexens using it because it'll face the same stigma as Hex. The scenario, I don't believe Arch should be the front man. What do you guys think? I think Funding Gym should lead this effort, to be honest. I'm on stream. I'm on live stream. It's a side project. Oh, I don't work for Ripple. Oh, got it. Let's look at these charts. Dear God. Is anyone else just shocked every time they look at the freaking Maxi chart? Okay, here we go. James G says I'm accessing the API using JavaScript. You should send the link and I'll see if I can access it in Python on Anvil. Probably can. I mean, just how I was accessing the ethers.js JavaScript API in Python, probably works the same way. Where's the team? See how the team's doing. Oh, I hate how we have to invert the pair and then click switch to price and maxi. Wow, these people who bought today got a screaming deal, which makes sense. I mean, if you guys remember, remember this, that like after a, like right here, stakers from last period are end staking and selling team. At the same time, since the next staking period doesn't start for almost a year, team buyers are less urgent. Price goes down, and as a result, team panic sellers early end stake. So maybe we see that. Maybe we see the team price going down in the next couple of weeks. One, giving people an awesome buying opportunity, and two, maybe getting more people to early end stake. There's like, oh, fuck this. Just crabs in a bucket. Maybe see some crabs in a bucket early end staking. And we're live. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, here, Golki actually gave me a good image for this to use. No whistling. I was one of the lots who said, "You get Maxi only out of my cold dead hands." Then came Bass Trio, Lucky Desi, and Team. Yeah, I mean that's literally the reality of it. Today on stream, we worked on the Maximus portfolio tracker app. Here is our work. Here's our progress so far. This is the Hedron deployer for Maximus portfolio. Wow, look at that. That would be amazing. Celsius should sell everything, but should sell their exchange assets. Celsius have an exchange? A crypto on Celsius. This site is under construction in light of Celsius and certain facilities having filed voluntary petitions for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Many services and features. Oh my god. Wouldn't it be hilarious if Celsius sold Uncle Rico their exchange business? It's gonna be awesome having a portfolio tracker, Legend DC. Yeah, we're still working on it. It's a lot to do. What's in the box? You tell me. The mystery box has 47 million maxi and 93 million team. Just sitting there, doing nothing. You prefer Treasure Ledger? They're both good. Just choose one. No need to think about it. Okay, let's see. All right, what else can we do in like a short amount of time that will make our dashboards even better? What can we do? Commas. Let's do this. Label. Let's call it label liquid. Then let's do label steak. Now let's do so let's do self.label liquid.text equals, and then it's that comma Format. Let's just do integers because no one cares about the decimal. Format self.item liquid self.label stake.text equals staked. Okay, do that one. Now let's do this one. Label staked. Label good. And then label by period. So label stake. Self.label stake.text equals self.item. What are those fields called? Total stake team, total liquid team, stake team by period. So it was total stake team, total liquid team, and stake team by period. Label liquid, so liquid, label by period. Okay, this one's like a little different, so why don't we do this? All right, let's do this too. This one here. Self.label 1.text equals format and self.label self.item. Oh, let's see if that works. Ash's channel growing. Let's see. All right, look at that. Okay, let's refresh this one. Let's see if this looks better on. It's funny. I use the Hedron deployers because they have everything, and so it's like it's an account that I know has all the tokens. Some are state, where they've done every action. So it's one that I know exactly what the deal is. Oh. Invalid literal for int mixed in. Yeah, let's recreate that error over here. Look at that. Look at that. Look how nice that looks now. Professor Hex asks, I cannot find a maxi price on ETHW. Do you know where to find it? Yep. Let's just go to this. Search Dex Screener. Search Maxi Hex. And then up here in the little browser, just add POW to Ethereum. It's currently worth 20x times less. So it's worth, because what's like the current price is like 8.5, so 0.085 over 0.0035. So it's worth about 4% of the value. So here you go. Professor Hex. Here we go. The Notorious One says, I appreciate what you've done for the Hex community, and especially for the new players in Hex with smaller bags. My strategy is now simplified. DCA into maxi perps in the team over the next 2 years. The Notorious One knows what's going on. Amazing strategy. Oh yeah, there you go. This is insane. All right, what else do we got to do to fix the site? Hey Goki, if you're watching, can you send me this, but in a format that'll work on this? Does ETH-POW have liquidity provided to get some Maxi on that chain, or need Hex to buy some up on ETH-POW? Let's see. So get Ethereum. Pow! 22,000 liquidity. So if you were to buy, there's 1.6 million Maxi for sale. Minted all my Hex there too, and the perpetual. That's badass, dude. How cool is that our launch happened at a time when there were 2 forks out? Like, we'd spent literally the last 18 months preparing for Pulse Chain system state copies, and then right in the middle of our launch, we had that opportunity with the proof of work networks. Like, that's just so awesome. Yeah, like look right here, pooled Maxi, pooled Hex. Oh, it's out of total. So here, let's do that. Under the chicken. Gotta let you go. Okay, let's add something. Wow. Look at that. Mm. Oh. Cool. I know you timed everything perfectly like it was meant to be. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Buy little chunks when LP is low. What's going through Hurricane right now? So power. Glad it came after the mid phase. Yeah, that would have been bad. Stay safe. Thanks, was almost appreciated. Great tip. Wow, people early in stake. No clue. It warns you, but some people just. All right. Nice, looking good. $5,900 team burnt already, you guys. It's pretty cool. Thoughts on Andrew Tate? I feel like I first saw videos of him like a year ago, and I didn't really think much of him. And then he had this like meteoric rise with some pretty good social media marketing, and now the world hates him. So it's kind of funny. I think that like he's basically just his like narrative is basically like what like 90% of the world outside the US believes by default through their like religious or just like cultural norms. So what he's saying isn't really that crazy. It's kind of shocking to I think like Americans, but yeah, I mean, I think he's pretty funny, and yeah, I mean, no problem with him for funsies. Yeah, maybe just to see how it worked, or like, I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at the large ones and see what they did after. Ah, shit. Okay, so we found a little bug there. Let's find our. Duh. Look, found. Do I get a bounty? Yeah, you do. You get one kudos. Kudos to you, Swizzle. Let's look at what this guy did. Early end staked. So let's see the teams. Team. What was that amount that they unstaked? So they bought Maxi. Where is there? Let's see when it was. early unstake. So they early unstaked, and then their very next transaction was approving team for trade on Uniswap. When did they mint their team? So mint. Okay, so they minted their team right away. Looks like they did a couple transactions, and then they staked it on that day, and then they waited and waited and waited, and then on the 19th they early unstaked, and looks like they sold it, because if they approved it for trade on Uniswap, they approved. Then let's see what they sold it for. Sold it for it's like they sold it for some Maxi. Let's see the transaction record. See, the thing is that some people, like, the more I look at Etherscan, the more I realize that some people are just like compulsive, like where they can't sit still, and like they'll trade and then they'll regret it and then like undo the trade like minutes later. So let's see. So team, okay, here's their unstake. So they unstaked, and then 2 minutes later they immediately sold their okay, so here, this is how they match up. So all these ones are part of that trade. So in one little block, it was they sold 3400 team for 3419 team for 3384 Maxi, and then 64967 team for 6389. So they lost about like 1,000 Maxi just like unswapping it to trade. And then they swapped for USDC. That's funny. So yeah, looks like they just sold. Must have needed it. Is there a handy place to view all these analytics? Is that what you're building now? Yeah, I mean, what I'm building now is a site for you to like look at all your Maximus token balances and values and stuff. What we'll have to do later is like get the price feeds and stuff. It's kind of the next piece. Baby, wonder if it lets you go. No, man. Wow. Look at this hurricane. Hope everyone's all right. Let's see if they're talking about. Every time I open up a stream, they're talking about Maximus. Let's see if they are.
It's so funny. There's people sit in the chat rooms or you stream with some of the people that stream and stuff, and you feel like you get to know people. And then when you're standing in front of them and actually having a real regular conversation with them, it puts it on another level. It makes it a lot more enjoyable and makes the community, I think, sharing with people to that. I did, to be fair, I started with myself. 1972. Hey, there's Smashing Coming. There she is. I'm a Lowe's bucket and been more comfortable than that. First time I met well, she's pretty. But did you get the ones he sent? Now this sounded good until you moved them. But right where it
I'm going to jump to get back to my routine.
Thank you.
Always hard, so stoked to like, oh my.
I'll buy it because they talk. You could do that here with just sharing a candle. It was more like 96 or 9700. Oh God. Okay. But yeah, you're confident. And I love your content. North America's awesome. I'm there myself. I'm sorry, Miss. I didn't see you in Vegas. Maybe next year after. You guys are really computer savvy. I don't know if you saw the tweet by Dipkit.
Oh, they're talking about Dipkit.
He's willing to get people icons and make like front ends or the Maximus vegetables and stuff like that. I don't know if people would do that. I should probably try and learn. I've done some coding and I may check that out because I was just talking to Maddie because he was trying to hook me up to talking to Crispy about maybe getting back into doing some coding and maybe Solidity probably, but Python. Anyways, I didn't know that, man. I would check that out.
Man, it's kind of it'd be pretty cool, you know. He's like, kind of teaching disciples how to make like their own front ends.
Yeah,
if you want to learn robust.
Yeah, if you want. Dave's like,
I'm not a coder, and that sounds like a job to me, man. I ain't making no front end for nothing. Like, no thanks. I'll leave that.
Well, that's what's crazy with computers is one person might build computers, but they don't know how to code. Somebody else might do networking, but they don't know how to build a computer or code. And a coder may still have to pay somebody to fix their computer. You know, it's
too much, too broad.
And here's the real fact that nobody can make a pencil from scratch.
okay.
Who heard that?
There's so many little components that go into an actual pencil that nobody can actually make a pencil from scratch.
I think you threw us all off. Where's the punchline? Hey, this guy. Hey, how's it going, man? What's on the We're Canadians. Actually, John Hatch was all these ideas about the scene. I don't know why I just realized his entire and he has like one more comment. Where to go? But hey. Well, there's talking about the right now. Go put some headphones ready, some tools. Well, they now. You know, that's cool. Maybe the market air. And on cryptography, we got to play around over there yet. My eat steaks, and then like we're taking it. Go say tell me what address is. Like I got like the last. No, we haven't seen one person. Pretty much meeting didn't see like everyone here. It was awesome. Yeah. Literally, like sports. Yeah, it's insane. My thing was Saturdays was kind of supposed to be the stable thing, and then drunk. Yeah, on Twitter that I met. I'm like, I'll put you up on Twitter and we'll talk. There's so many KG. That's KG. There we go. Good to see you. Ty was awesome in Vegas too, man. Like all the Power City guys, they all did so much, and it was just they put on a hell of a party. And I did pretty good, except when he tried to teach us working class in your hot tub. Man, I tell you what, we have a lot of very loyal. Even when there's only 25, 30. First stream, first comment chat. He tweeted something, and then Scarlett was like, just retweet. Thanks. You see my screen sharing when you're getting into your chase cam. I mean, during the screen chat. But yeah, do they offer more hourly than McDonald's? You still get McDonald's? Introduce the Mexican pizza thing. It's like that forever now. So go do drive-through next week on gas because they're only open like 8 o'clock.
X-Stack is cool.
They have no waiters. You know, nobody does anything. Deleted. I'm going to pay. You never looked at me. Stuck his hand out, I get in the card. This thing. Stuck his hand out, get food.
Because guys carried a little water after a little cold. Cold up and I go horrible. I don't know why. And all my hair fell out of the middle. Like,
Yeah. Dude, Brian showed up with all sorts of stuff and things. It's like, obviously, he does those metal cards, get gold, silver, bronze.
and then some days you can like tie your shoes and you're like, oh my god,
Over
Yeah.
the slide.
it's taken. Because I'm honestly only in the space for just maybe 2.5 now as far as my knowledge of crypto in general. So I really want to careful with my words as I've grown. Just realizing how many people I'm speaking to. It's like, oh god. Is it something worth even investing in? Because if you invest in it, you're not getting the profit. There's so many questions I still really want to nail down. But yeah, they're going to talk about it. It's like it's a lot to take in. Because I'm honestly only in the space for just maybe 2.5. I perceive the importance in relation to hex and the future of hex. And is it something worth even investing in? Because if you invest in it, you're not getting the profit. There's just so many questions I still really want to nail down. But yeah, they're going to talk about it. It's like it's a lot to take in. Because I'm honestly only in those stuff aside, and then just look back at me and just like shrugs like not interested. So it's kind of like, I mean, that's call you gotta make on your own. But around here, they like in groups, like a major intersection, there'll be like 3 or 4 people.
It's a running topic. That's right. Bruce, yeah, he's funny. I met him in Vegas. Freddie and Ken, thanks for streaming their stuff out. See, I have no idea. I feel like I'm so removed from any of just like the interpersonal drama stuff. Like I wouldn't even known there was something that they had to work out. Little bit more. Little bit more. All right, you guys. All right, guys. I think I'm going to head off. Thanks for being with me today. We got a lot done. What do? We made a little resources library for people who want to learn Python and learn how to use Anvil. That was big. We looked at some charts. We added the global team stats and the early end stakers to our dashboard. And we made some additions to just like the layout and stuff. And yeah, so thanks for everyone for being here today. Back again tomorrow. Who knows what? All right, guys. Thanks for joining us today. We'll talk to you later.